There comes a moment in every person's life when they must decide. Will I be the passenger of my story or its author? Too many people drift through life, reacting to circumstances rather than creating them. But the truth is, you have the power right now to take control, to choose growth over comfort, purpose over excuses, and progress over perfection. The strategies I'm about to share aren't just theories. They're tools used by legends, leaders, and everyday people who chose to rise. And now it's your turn. Success is not an accident. It's the result of deliberate choices, consistent effort, and unwavering belief in your potential. While talent may open doors, it is mindset, discipline, resilience, and intentional action that determine how far you'll go. In a world filled with distractions and challenges, those who rise above are not necessarily the smartest or most gifted, but those who apply timeless principles with passion and purpose. The following strategies are designed to ignite your inner drive, sharpen your focus, and help you build the habits and mindset needed to achieve lasting success. Whether you're just beginning your journey or striving to reach the next level, these principles will serve as a powerful compass to guide your actions, overcome obstacles, and unlock the greatness within you. Strategy number 1. Take full responsibility for your life. Take a breath. Let it sink in. Everything begins with you. No more pointing fingers. No more waiting for a hero. You are the author, the pen, and the ink of your own life's pages. You see, when Napoleon Hill wrote Think and Grow Rich, he wasn't just selling the promise of money, he was proclaiming the power of personal responsibility. He said, "You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. So what are you waiting for?" Taking control doesn't start with a plan. It starts with ownership. You can't fix what you don't claim. Look at Abraham Lincoln, born into poverty. No privilege, no platform. Yet he rose not by chance, but by choosing every day to take the next hard step. He failed in business, lost elections, suffered deep personal loss. Still, he never blamed. He never paused. He just took responsibility. So now, I ask you, what will you take responsibility for? The heartbreak that made you bitter instead of better? The dreams you shelved waiting for perfect timing? Or that one idea you never chased because someone once told you you're not good enough? Let that go. Stand tall. Square your shoulders. And speak it loud. I take ownership of my story, my wins, my wounds, and my way forward. Because here's the truth, no one is coming to rescue you. No savior, no shortcut, no special pass. The day you stop outsourcing your life to excuses is the day you start becoming powerful. Let this burn in your bones. You are not a victim of your past, you are the architect of your future. Every morning ask yourself, what am I willing to own today? Own your time, stop saying you're too busy. Prioritize what matters. Own your energy, stop giving it to people who drain it. Own your decisions, even the bad ones. They taught you. Honor them. And when life hits hard, don't shrink. Don't whimper. Rise like a phoenix with smoke on your shoulders and fire in your eyes. Look in the mirror and declare, I am not here to be controlled. I am here to take control. Remember this, your life changes the moment you stop blaming and start claiming. So take the wheel, grip it tight. The road ahead? It's yours to pave. Strategy number 2. Define your vision with relentless clarity. Close your eyes for a second. Now open them. What do you see? No, not what's in front of you, but what's inside you. Because until you can see your future clearly, your present will always feel like confusion. The fog, the fear, the frustration, it all comes from a lack of vision. You can't build what you haven't pictured. You can't conquer what you haven't named. Clarity is power. And in this life, power goes to the ones who see it before they hold it. Take Nelson Mandela. Locked in a prison cell for 27 years, yet he never stopped seeing freedom. In the darkest corners of a concrete cage, he envisioned a united South Africa. That vision kept him alive. It shaped his words, sharpened his strategy, and carried him to a presidential podium when the world expected his silence. That's the power of vision. When the why is clear, the how shows up. But let's bring it home. To you, what's your vision? Don't give me vague dreams. Don't say success. That's not a vision. That's a wish. Say it bold. Say it clear. Say it like you mean it. I will build a tech startup that bridges digital gaps in Africa. Or I will become a voice that shifts the minds of a generation. Write it down. Post it on your wall. Tattoo it on your soul. Tony Robbins once said, people are not lazy. They simply have impotent goals, that is, goals that do not inspire them. You want to take control of your life? Then inspire yourself. Light a fire so fierce in your belly that even your doubts get burned alive. Your vision should make you restless. It should wake you up at night and greet you every morning. It should scare you a little and stretch you a lot. That's how you know it's real. But clarity doesn't come by chance. It comes by questioning, reflecting, meditating, asking yourself over and over. What legacy do I want to leave? Who do I want to serve? What does success look like on my own terms? Then, like a sculptor chipping away the excess, you carve your vision from the stone of your soul. One goal, one line, one image at a time. Don't just have a vision, be possessed by it. Because if you don't define your vision, someone else will. The world is full of agendas, and if yours isn't clear, you'll end up working for someone else's dream. So speak it out. I am not lost. I am not confused. I am laser-focused. My vision is vivid. My path is lit. My time is now. This is the anthem of those who lead. This is the mindset of those who rise. Remember, without a vision, the people perish. But with one, they prevail. Strategy number 3. Master the power of daily habits. They say you are what you repeatedly do. So if you feel stuck, unfulfilled, lost in the whirlwind of your own potential, it's not your dreams that are broken. It's your habits. Because you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And systems are built daily. Every day, you either feed your purpose or you poison it. The moment you open your eyes, the first choice you make begins the script for your life. Hit snooze? That's a script. Check your phone first? That's a script. Scroll, delay, doubt, overthink, that's a cycle. And cycles don't change until you choose to break them. Napoleon Hill, in Think and Grow Rich, said, "You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. But how? Through habits. Through repetition. Through discipline. You see, dreams are loud, but habits? Habits are quiet. Invisible. But they're always working either for you or against you. Steve Jobs didn't just wake up one day and build Apple. He built systems. He created rituals. Simplicity was a habit. Focus was a habit. Innovation was a habit. And you? You have the power to design your own rhythm. Start small. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Read 10 pages a day. Drink water before coffee. Stretch your body, then stretch your mind. Plan your day before the world hijacks your time. These aren't minor tasks. These are sacred rituals. These are the bricks that build the mansion of your destiny. It's not about doing big things occasionally. It's about doing small things consistently. Discipline may feel like a burden at first, but one day it becomes your freedom. Your peace. Your power. Don't wait for motivation. That's a guest that comes late and leaves early. Build routines instead. Automate your greatness. You want to change your life? Change your morning. Want to lead others? Lead yourself first. Want success that lasts? Build habits that last longer. Let this be your declaration. Today, I take command of the small things because I know they shape the big ones. My habits are intentional. My routines are powerful. My life is under construction and I am the builder. So rise. Rise with purpose. Move with discipline. Sleep with peace. Repeat. This is how we take control. This is how we evolve. This is how we win. Strategy number 4. Speak with intention and walk with vision. If you want to take control of your life, start with your mouth and your mind. Your words are seeds. Your vision is the soil. What you speak consistently, you eventually walk into. And if your words are filled with doubt, don't be surprised when your steps are shaky. Abraham Lincoln once said, "The best way to predict your future is to create it." But how do you create it? You start by speaking it. Speak life into your tomorrow, even when your today looks like chaos. Speak purpose into your path, even when the ground is still forming beneath your feet. You may not control what happens around you, but you can control what comes out of you. Because the mouth is not just an instrument, it's an architect. Every declaration you make becomes a beam in the framework of your future. Miles Monroe said it best. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without purpose. Purpose doesn't just fall into your lap. You speak it into the atmosphere. You declare it even when you don't feel qualified. You call things that are not as though they were. And when you walk like someone who has seen the destination in their spirit. Walk with clarity. Walk with courage. Walk with calculated intention. Les Brown, a man who turned pain into power, said, "You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. So start today. Speak what you want. Walk where you're going. Even if no one else sees it, you must. Because your vision is your responsibility, not their recognition. Declare, I am not wandering through life hoping things align. I am stepping in rhythm with a vision that burns inside me. My words give birth to my world. My vision fuels my walk. I am not aimless. I am intentional. Say it until your fear listens. Say it until your habits shift. Say it until your mind obeys. Because the most powerful weapon you own isn't in your hand, it's in your voice. And the most dangerous step isn't the wrong one, it's standing still. So speak with fire, move with focus, and walk into the life your future self will thank you for. Strategy number 5. Surround yourself with purpose-driven people. They say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But I say, you're the echo of the voices you allow in your space. So what are they saying? Are they building you or breaking you? Are they watering your dreams or draining your drive? To take control of your life, you've got to master the art of association. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, taught us this with fire. Deliberately seek the company of people who influence you to think and act on building the life you desire. Because proximity is power. Get close enough to the right energy, and you'll start vibrating on the same frequency. But stay too long in a circle of small-mindedness, and you'll shrink your own dreams to fit in. Check your circle. Does it look like your future or reflect your past? Do your conversations revolve around people or purpose? Are you bonding over growth or gossip? Martin Luther King Jr. didn't march alone. He had a dream, yes, but he also had a team that believed in that dream, bled for it, walked for it, fought for it. If you're going to build something meaningful, something that echoes beyond your years, then the people you let into your inner circle must be builders, not just bystanders. Jim Rohn once said, "Don't join an easy crowd. Go where the expectations and the demands to perform are high." That's how you grow. So here's your wake-up call. Audit your relationships. Prune your friendships. Plant new ones that align with your values, your vision, and your velocity. Get around mentors who challenge your excuses. Get around peers who celebrate your progress. Get around thinkers who spark revolutions in your mind. Say it with me. I refuse to be the smartest person in every room. I welcome correction. I crave challenge. I choose circles that stretch me, not shrink me. I honor those who call me higher. If your circle isn't calling you to rise, it's keeping you asleep. And life's too short to nap on greatness. So rise up. Choose your tribe with precision. And surround yourself with people who don't just dream with you, but walk with you, fight with you, and grow with you. Because in the end, it's not just what you know. It's who helps you become what you were destined to be. Strategy number 6. Embrace resilience, overcoming setbacks and building strength. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to face challenges head-on, and to never let setbacks define your future. Life is filled with moments of difficulty where things don't go as planned, and you may find yourself questioning your path. However, it is in these moments of struggle that true growth happens. Understand the importance of failure. Failure is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter in your journey. Napoleon Hill, in his groundbreaking work Think and Grow Rich, emphasized that every failure carries with it the seed of success. Failure is often a stepping stone toward a greater achievement. It's a lesson in disguise, showing you what doesn't work so that you can find the path that does. Take, for example, Thomas Edison. He failed over 1,000 times before he successfully invented the light bulb. When asked about his countless failures, he responded, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." His resilience in the face of repeated failure led to one of the most impactful inventions in history. Develop a growth mindset. Resilience begins with a mindset shift. A growth mindset, as Carol Dweck describes in her research, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort, learning, and perseverance. This mindset allows you to see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than insurmountable obstacles. When you face difficulties, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," shift your perspective to, "I can learn how to do this." The more you embrace this mindset, the easier it becomes to pick yourself up after a fall. You begin to view setbacks not as signs of defeat, but as chances to improve. Build emotional strength. Resilience is not just about mental toughness, it is also about emotional endurance. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, the best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. Building emotional strength means allowing yourself to feel the pain of failure, but not letting it linger longer than necessary. Emotions are powerful, and when you can acknowledge and process them, you regain control. Start by practicing self-compassion. Speak to yourself as you would to a friend going through tough times. Remind yourself that failure doesn't define your worth, it only defines where you are in that moment. Take action. Resilience is not about simply enduring hardship, but about taking proactive steps to overcome it. After a setback, many people fall into a trap of inaction, believing that the problem is too big or too overwhelming to tackle. But taking small, deliberate actions can begin to turn the tide. Winston Churchill famously said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." When you embrace resilience, you take action even when you feel discouraged. You get back up, dust yourself off, and move forward with purpose. Whether it's making a phone call, sending an email, or working on your skills, every step you take puts you one step closer to your goal. Surround yourself with a support system. No one becomes resilient in isolation. It's essential to surround yourself with a supportive community that encourages you through tough times. John C. Maxwell once said, "Teamwork makes the dream work." Your team could be friends, family, mentors, or even colleagues who lift you up and help you stay on track. When you're surrounded by positive influences, you're reminded that you're not alone in your struggles. These individuals will help you gain perspective, offer advice, and share in your victories as you overcome challenges. Strategy number 7. Cultivate consistency. Small daily efforts lead to big results. Consistency is the cornerstone of success. It is the daily commitment to your goals, even when progress seems slow, that ultimately leads to achievement. Many people give up just before they reach their breakthrough because they lose sight of the power of consistent effort. This strategy is about understanding that real success is built over time, one small action at a time. Understand the power of habit. Habits are the building blocks of consistency. What you do consistently, no matter how small, compounds over time. In The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg explores how habits shape our lives. He argues that the key to success lies in creating productive habits that align with our long-term goals. Think about how brushing your teeth is a non-negotiable habit that you do daily without much thought. Just like this, you can create success habits in your personal and professional life. Whether it's dedicating an hour each day to reading, exercising, or learning a new skill, over time, these small actions will yield extraordinary results. Break down big goals into manageable tasks. The key to staying consistent is not being overwhelmed by the size of your goals. Break your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Instead of saying, "I want to lose 50 pounds, focus on what you can do today, like taking a 30-minute walk or eating a healthy meal. Tony Robbins says, "The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment." When you commit to small daily actions, you remove the overwhelming pressure of the big picture and focus on what you can do today, knowing that each action is part of your journey. Stay disciplined, even when motivation fades. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline is constant. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but true consistency is tested when you don't feel like it. On those days when motivation wanes, discipline carries you through. You do the work because it is who you are, not because you feel inspired. Abraham Lincoln, who faced countless setbacks in his life, never allowed his emotions to dictate his actions. He said, "The best way to predict your future is to create it." This quote speaks to the idea that your future success is determined by the small, disciplined actions you take today, regardless of how you feel. Celebrate small wins along the way. Consistency doesn't mean waiting for a huge milestone to feel accomplished. Celebrate small wins. Each day that you stay true to your goals is a victory. These small victories will keep you motivated and reinforce the habit of consistency. John C. Maxwell highlights small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. Recognizing your progress helps keep the momentum going and reinforces that consistency is worth the effort. Track your progress. Consistency requires reflection. Keep track of your progress to see how far you've come and to stay motivated. It's easy to get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. But when you track your efforts, you can look back and see the strides you've made. Whether it's journaling, using an app, or keeping a progress chart, find a way to track your consistency. When you see your growth, even in small increments, it will fuel your commitment to continue. Stay accountable. Accountability can significantly improve consistency. Share your goals with someone you trust or join a community that holds you accountable. When you know others are watching, you are more likely to stay committed. A mentor or accountability partner can also offer advice and encouragement, especially during times of doubt. Remember, consistency is not about perfection, it's about persistence. Strategy number 8. Harness the power of focus, eliminate distractions, and maximize productivity. In a world full of distractions, the ability to focus has become a rare but invaluable skill. Focus is the key to turning your ambitions into reality. Whether you're working on a personal project, pursuing a career goal, or striving for self-improvement, maintaining laser-sharp focus allows you to make significant progress in less time. Understand the importance of deep work. Cal Newport, in his book Deep Work, explains that the ability to focus without distraction on cognitively demanding tasks is the key to achieving excellence in any field. Deep work requires concentration, but it is the kind of work that produces the best results. When you focus deeply on your tasks, you block out the noise and distractions that might otherwise slow you down. Deep work allows you to accomplish more in less time, making you more productive and helping you achieve your goals faster. This means dedicating uninterrupted time to your most important work. Identify and eliminate distractions. The first step in mastering focus is to identify what distracts you. It could be social media, constant notifications, or a cluttered workspace. When you recognize what pulls your attention away from your goals, you can take steps to remove or minimize these distractions. For example, set specific times during the day when you check your phone or social media and make your work environment as distraction-free as possible. Turning off notifications and setting up a dedicated space for focused work are great ways to reduce interruptions and sharpen your attention. Prioritize your most important tasks. Focus isn't just about eliminating distractions, it's about directing your energy toward the right tasks. Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People introduces the idea of focusing on important but not urgent tasks. These are the tasks that, while not immediately pressing, have the potential to make the greatest impact on your long-term goals. When you prioritize your tasks, you're ensuring that your focus is spent on the things that matter most. Break down larger tasks into smaller, manageable chunks and tackle them one by one. This will allow you to stay on track and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Practice mindfulness to enhance focus. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present at the moment, and it can greatly improve your ability to focus. It involves paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. This practice can help you become more aware of distractions and teach you how to refocus when your mind begins to wander. Taking a few minutes each day to meditate or practice deep breathing can improve your focus and help clear your mind. This mental clarity will carry over into your work and make it easier to stay engaged and productive throughout the day. Use the Pomodoro technique. One effective strategy to maintain focus is the Pomodoro technique, developed by Francesco Carolan. It involves working in focused intervals, typically 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 intervals, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This technique helps you stay concentrated by breaking work into manageable chunks and preventing burnout. The short breaks keep your mind fresh, and the structured work intervals help you maintain focus and increase productivity. Create a focus ritual. Developing a ritual before you start working can signal to your brain that it's time to focus. This could involve simple actions like turning off your phone, closing unnecessary tabs on your computer, and reviewing your to-do list. These actions can help you transition from a distracted state to a focused one. For example, you might start by organizing your workspace, making a cup of coffee, or writing down your top 3 priorities for the day. This ritual helps you mentally prepare for the task at hand and ensures that your attention is on what's important. Maintain a healthy balance. Focus is not about working nonstop, it's about being strategic with your energy. Overworking leads to mental fatigue, which reduces your ability to focus. To maintain high levels of focus, take care of your physical and mental well-being. Ensure you get enough sleep, eat healthy meals, and exercise regularly. When your body and mind are in peak condition, your ability to concentrate and remain focused improves significantly. Learn to say no. To focus on your priorities, you need to learn the art of saying no. Not every opportunity or request deserves your attention. Saying no to distractions and less important tasks ensures that you have more time and energy to focus on what truly matters. Warren Buffett famously said, "The difference between successful people and very successful people are that very successful people say no to almost everything." By mastering the ability to say no, you protect your focus and free up valuable time for the activities that align with your goals. Strategy number 9. Cultivate self-discipline, the key to long-term success. Self-discipline is the foundation of all achievement. It is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and behaviors to stay focused on long-term goals despite short-term temptations. Without self-discipline, even the most talented individuals can falter, but with it, you can achieve greatness in any area of life. Understand the role of self-discipline in success. Success doesn't come from one big event or breakthrough, it's the result of consistent, disciplined actions taken over time. Aristotle famously said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Success is built on the consistent habits we cultivate, and self-discipline is what allows us to keep going, even when the journey is difficult. Self-discipline helps you stay committed to your goals even when motivation is low. It's about doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. Set clear goals. To develop self-discipline, you need to have a clear vision of what you're working towards. Clear goals give you direction and purpose, which are essential for staying disciplined. Without a defined goal, it's easy to become distracted or lose sight of your objectives. Start by setting specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals. Break them down into smaller milestones so that you can track your progress. Each small achievement will fuel your self-discipline and give you the confidence to keep moving forward. Build good habits. Self-discipline is closely tied to habits. What you do on a daily basis determines your success in the long run. Rather than relying on fleeting motivation, cultivate positive habits that align with your goals. Whether it's waking up early, exercising regularly, reading daily, or setting aside time for focused work, small habits compound over time. The key to building habits is consistency. Start small and build upon your progress. As you stay committed to these habits, they'll become second nature, requiring less mental effort and reinforcing your discipline. Learn to delay gratification. Self-discipline often involves delaying immediate gratification for long-term rewards. This means resisting the urge to indulge in short-term pleasures like procrastinating or giving in to distractions in favor of working toward your long-term goals. Think about the power of compound interest. If you save and invest your money over time, it grows exponentially. Similarly, the small, disciplined actions you take today will compound into greater success in the future. Abraham Lincoln captured this idea when he said, "The best way to predict your future is to create it." By delaying gratification and focusing on what truly matters, you create a future where your dreams become a reality. Practice self-control. Self-discipline is largely about self-control. It's the ability to resist temptations, distractions, and urges that may pull you away from your goals. This could mean saying no to distractions like social media, junk food, or staying up late watching TV when you should be working on your goals. Developing self-control requires awareness and practice. Each time you resist temptation, your self-discipline muscle grows stronger. This will eventually make it easier to stay focused and avoid distractions that prevent you from achieving success. Manage your time wisely. Time management is a crucial aspect of self-discipline. You need to allocate your time to activities that align with your goals and learn how to prioritize tasks effectively. Time is your most valuable resource, and once it's gone, you can never get it back. Use tools like calendars, to-do lists, or time-blocking techniques to structure your day. This helps you stay organized and ensures that you are making the most of every moment. Remember that time management is not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things. Focus on the activities that will move you closer to your goals and learn to say no to the things that don't. Hold yourself accountable. While self-discipline is a personal responsibility, accountability plays a significant role in maintaining it. Share your goals with someone you trust, whether it's a mentor, friend, or family member. Having someone to check in with can motivate you to stay on track and push through challenges. In addition, track your progress regularly. Reflect on your accomplishments and evaluate areas where you can improve. This self-awareness helps you stay disciplined and focused on your goals. Embrace challenges and failures. Self-discipline is not just about sticking to your plan when things are going well, it's about persevering through challenges and setbacks. Failure is inevitable, but it's not a reason to give up. Instead, use failure as a learning experience and an opportunity to improve. When you face setbacks, remind yourself that the journey to success is rarely a straight line. It's filled with obstacles, detours, and failures. Embrace these moments as part of the process and commit to moving forward with greater wisdom and determination. Celebrate progress, not perfection. One of the most important aspects of maintaining self-discipline is recognizing and celebrating your progress. It's easy to get discouraged if you focus only on the end goal, but taking time to appreciate how far you've come will keep you motivated and disciplined. Celebrate small wins along the way, whether it's completing a task, achieving a milestone, or simply staying disciplined for a certain period of time. These celebrations help reinforce your self-discipline and remind you that your efforts are paying off. Strategy number 10. Develop a growth mindset. Embrace challenges and learn from failure. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, effort, and learning. This mindset contrasts with a fixed mindset which believes that talents and abilities are static and cannot be changed. Cultivating a growth mindset is essential for overcoming challenges and achieving long-term success. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. People with a growth mindset welcome challenges, seeing them as opportunities to learn and improve. They understand that growth comes from stepping outside their comfort zone and taking on tasks that push their limits. Instead of shying away from difficult situations, approach them with curiosity and determination. Every challenge is a chance to acquire new skills, gain valuable experience, and expand your potential. Albert Einstein once said, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." By reframing challenges as opportunities, you shift your perspective to one of growth and possibility. View failures as learning experiences. Failure is a natural part of the journey to success, but how you respond to it can determine your future. A growth mindset encourages you to see failure not as a reflection of your abilities, but as a stepping stone to success. When you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Analyze the situation, identify what went wrong, and use that knowledge to improve. Failure is not the end, it's an essential part of the process that provides valuable lessons. Thomas Edison is a perfect example of a growth mindset. When asked about his many failed attempts to invent the light bulb, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His resilience and willingness to learn from failure ultimately led to one of the most important inventions in history. Focus on effort, not just results. A growth mindset is about recognizing that effort is more important than innate talent. People with a growth mindset understand that consistent effort leads to progress, even if the results aren't immediately visible. Instead of obsessing over the end result, focus on the process. Celebrate the effort you put in, knowing that improvement will come with time. Whether you're learning a new skill, starting a new project, or trying to reach a personal goal, remember that every step forward counts. Carol Dweck, who popularized the concept of a growth mindset, states, "The view you adopt for yourself profoundly affects the way you lead your life." When you focus on effort, you reinforce the belief that you can improve no matter where you start. Cultivate a love of learning. A growth mindset thrives on a passion for learning. Instead of seeing knowledge as something fixed, people with a growth mindset view learning as an ongoing process that never ends. Be curious. Seek out new information, take on new challenges, and push yourself to explore unfamiliar areas. Embrace the idea that you can always learn something new and that learning itself is a rewarding experience. In his book Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell discusses the 10,000-hour rule, which suggests that mastery in any field requires approximately 10,000 hours of practice. This highlights the importance of continuous learning and effort in achieving success. Accept feedback and use it constructively. Feedback is an invaluable tool for growth. People with a growth mindset embrace feedback, using it to improve their performance. They don't take criticism personally, but view it as a chance to refine their skills. Rather than avoiding feedback, actively seek it out. Ask for constructive criticism from mentors, peers, or supervisors. Then use the feedback to make adjustments and keep improving. The willingness to learn from others is a key component of a growth mindset. Surround yourself with growth-oriented individuals. The people you associate with can influence your mindset. Surround yourself with individuals who have a growth mindset themselves, people who are motivated to learn, grow, and overcome obstacles. These individuals will inspire you to do the same. Avoid spending time with people who have a fixed mindset, as they may discourage you from taking risks or learning from mistakes. Instead, seek out those who uplift you, challenge you to improve, and share their own experiences of growth. Jim Rohn once said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals will create an environment that fosters growth. Set goals that challenge you. In order to develop a growth mindset, set goals that are challenging and require you to stretch your abilities. Rather than aiming for goals that are easy to achieve, focus on goals that will push you to learn, grow, and improve. These goals should inspire you to go beyond what you thought was possible, forcing you to step out of your comfort zone. It's through these challenges that you will truly grow and develop your potential. Be persistent and resilient. A growth mindset isn't about instant success, it's about persistence in the face of adversity. You will encounter obstacles and setbacks along the way, but the key is to keep going, even when it's difficult. The ability to bounce back from failure and keep moving forward is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Resilience is crucial to maintaining a growth mindset. Remember that every challenge you face is an opportunity to build mental toughness and come out stronger on the other side.
If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe for more powerful content.